2015, Purdue University advanced on its Purdue Moves goals, aimed at creating higher education at the highest proven value. Affordability was further enhanced with the announcement of a fourth consecutive tuition freeze. The cost of textbooks was slashed by some 30% through a partnership between Purdue and Amazon, and the books can be picked up at 2 on-campus Amazon stores.
But basically, the student can order books or anything else up to 10 o'clock tonight. It'll be in a locker tomorrow at 9. They'll get an email, they can carry their cell phone over, hold it under a scanner, and the locker will open, and there it is, free delivery.
To boost accessibility, President Daniels announced plans for the Purdue Polytechnic Indianapolis High School as a bridge for inner-city students to be admitted directly to Purdue's Polytechnic Institute.
Science and math emphasis, team-based teaching, lots of project and hands-on learning of the kind we think appeals to today's students and produces graduates who are really well suited to today's workforce.
Celebrating 25 years, the Purdue Science K-12 outreach program boosted interest and achievement in science and math. Here, they're learning about crater formation.
2, 1, ignition!
The new Voss Interactive Exhibit and Discovery Park, designed by Purdue students, also aims to get young people enthused about science. Voss stands for Visiting Our Solar System. It also honors the late Janice Voss, a Purdue alumna who flew on 5 shuttle missions. Children learned about robots with Purdue's HandyMate robotic toolkit. They assembled a simple module-based robot and controlled it with hand gestures through a wireless glove. The Malott Innovation Awards showcased the capstone projects of mechanical engineering seniors like this one.
It's an assistive movement device for lower leg injuries. Basically what it allows the user to do is actually vary the amount of weight that is experienced on their injured limb to ensure a stronger as well as quicker recovery process.
In the annual Rube Goldberg Machine Contest, the Purdue Society of Professional Engineers team repeated as national champions using 72 steps to erase a chalkboard. Through its world-changing research, Purdue jumped to 16th among worldwide universities granted U.S. patents. And for the second consecutive year, Purdue posted record-breaking numbers in commercialization, including 40 startups.
We are out to become known as Entrepreneur U, the most inventor-friendly, faculty-friendly, partner-friendly place we can be.
The Active Learning Center began to take shape in 2015. It will transform education on campus with flexible learning spaces and the latest education technology. The College of Agriculture's annual Fish Fry featured keynote speaker Dwight Armstrong, head of the National FFA. As part of its Cultural Arts Festival, the Black Cultural Center's Jahari dancers performed at the end of the fall semester. After a one-day rain delay, Jimmy Simpson became the second driver to win 3 consecutive races at the Purdue Grand Prix.
It just feels absolutely amazing, and a weight off my shoulders. I can't believe it. You know, we worked really hard at this. We spent a lot of time slaving away at this thing to make sure this could happen.
Purdue fundraisers took a victory lap after raising a record $343 million for the fiscal year, surpassing the previous record by $32 million. With the launch of the Ever True campaign, Purdue raised the bar, seeking over $2 billion by 2019, the same year Purdue celebrates its 150th anniversary.
The biggest capital campaign in Purdue history. 50% increase in endowed professorships and department heads and deanships. We're talking about new investments in the life sciences, neuroscience, and inflammatory infectious diseases. $400 to $500 million for student support.
The campaign passed the $1 billion halfway point in January 2016. The Purdue community donated nearly $14 million in just 24 hours during this year's Day of Giving. Activities like ziplining help put the fun in fundraising. Speaking of fun, students had a blast at this year's Nearly Naked Mile, sponsored by PACE, the Purdue Alumni Student Experience. In addition to racing from one end of campus to the other wearing almost nothing, the students donated clothing, held a costume contest, and enjoyed refreshments. PACE is the largest student organization. Many join while visiting campus the summer before their freshman year.
It was very interesting for that course.
The annual PACE networking dinner gave students a chance to interact with alumni. Training for Alumni Club leaders was held in 3 locations this year: New York City, Los Angeles, and Purdue Calumet.
There are 2 scholarship winners here.
Club interaction took a new twist. Skype was used to introduce 2 Arizona scholarship recipients to the Southern Arizona Club. In the fall, President Daniels flew to India and China to visit alumni. The Alumni Association held several events for international students, including this reception for international student leaders during Boiler Gold Rush. In the spring, international graduates and their parents were honored. A record number of alumni and friends turned out to celebrate at this year's Boilermaker Ball. Another Indianapolis event updated alumni about Purdue Moves. An open house for incoming legacy students included a ride on the Boilermaker Special, which turned 75 years old this year. As part of that anniversary, the Reamer Club was honored. Other alumni events included football pregame receptions, a tailgate for College of Veterinary Medicine alumni, and a Christmas show weekend open house, including pictures with Santa.
You're going to have a great experience somewhere.
The Alumni Association sponsored events geared around graduation, including a mock career fair, fall and spring senior send-offs, a lavender graduation for LGBTQ students, grad pictures at iconic campus sites, and a senior social. In May, Purdue added a 6th commencement ceremony because of an unexpected demand for engineering tickets. More than 10,300 graduates joined the ranks of Purdue alumni in 2015. For the first time, graduates from the College of Education took part in a pinning ceremony. Purdue received a record number of applications this year, over 44,000. The admissions office surprised 2 Indianapolis area applicants with in-person acceptances. On hand were Purdue Pete, cheerleaders, and the Boilermaker Special. Before classes began, the vast majority of new students attended Boiler Gold Rush to get a head start on life at Purdue, make new friends, and have loads of fun. A record 6,000 took part this year. The Alumni Association welcomed the new Boilers through the Crossing the Tracks tradition. At homecoming, Purdue musical groups performed. Other homecoming happenings, a College of Agriculture breakfast, Purdue information booths, and a halftime show that included the largest ever alumni band.
I am an American.
The longtime voice of the marching band, Roy Johnson, hung up his microphone after 60 years with the band. Perhaps best known for his pregame rendition of I Am an American, he was honored at homecoming.
Of your homecoming king and queen.
Homecoming also featured the new King and Queen, a keynote speech by alumnus Orlando Ashford, president of Holland America Cruise Line, and of course the alumni dinner, awards, and performance by the Glee Club. Honored alumni included Ryan Kay from the Fort Wayne Club and Rudra Shriram from New Delhi, India, as outstanding young alumni. Gordon Graham from the Alumni Club of Southern Arizona and Dan Lehman from the Alumni Club of Cass County received the Boilermaker Pride Award.
Special Boilermaker Award to 3 individuals.
The Alumni Association honored 3 Purdue staff with special Boilermaker Awards. Terry Brickler from the School of Mechanical Engineering, Carolyn Johnson from the Diversity Resource Office, and Pam Mao from the Department of Botany and Plant Pathology.
Stevens, another 3. Bullseye!
Men's basketball returned to the NCAA tournament in 2015. The Boilers lost by 1 point in overtime in the first round against a tough Cincinnati team. While the team got off to a strong start for 2015-16, a big highlight was the return to Mackey of sharpshooting legend Rick Mount.
The 3 years that we played in Mack Arena while I was here, and it's had a lot to do with the fans, we only lost 3 basketball games.
Women's basketball also started strong for 2015-16. An early highlight, victory over arch rival Indiana. This was no ordinary win. It was Coach Sharon Versup's 207th, making her the winningest women's basketball coach in Purdue history. For the first time in Purdue volleyball history, 3 players received All-America honors. Annie Drews as second team and Faye Adelaja and Danielle Catino as honorable mention. The team advanced to the second round of the NCAA tournament.
Everybody associated with Purdue softball feel they now have a home.
After years of planning and construction, the new softball stadium was dedicated in April.
Steele Johnson needs 8.
Other sports highlights included Steele Johnson winning both the 10-meter platform and 1-meter springboard NCAA diving titles. In cross country, Matthew McClintock established a Big Ten record in the 8,000 meters as he captured the Big Ten title, Purdue's first such championship in 72 years. In track and field, 9 women and 2 men received first-team All-America honors. The women's total is the most ever for Purdue.
Where the Wabash spreads its valley filled with joy, our voice.
Everyone at the Purdue Alumni Association hopes you enjoyed our review of another amazing year here at Purdue University. We recognize it is you, our loyal alumni and friends, that keep the spirit and mission of Purdue University energized across the globe. Thank you for all you do, and hail Purdue.
Hail to old Purdue, all hail to our old golden black. Hail, hail to old Purdue, our friendship may she never lack. Ever grateful, ever true, thus we raise our song anew. Of the days we spent with you, all hail our own Purdue.
We are Boilermakers. Black and gold. Founded in 1869 on agriculture and mechanics. Today, home to over 200 majors. More than 36,000 students. And thousands of research projects each year. We are a nationally ranked and globally recognized school, smack dab in the Midwest, drawing students from more than 125 different countries and creating a network of more than 450,000 alumni around the globe. We didn't choose Purdue because we thought it would be easy. We chose Purdue because we knew it was going to be hard. We are inventors and dreamers. We are problem solvers and doers. We plant our feet in the earth as we reach all the way to the moon. We believe that trains can be mascots. Fountains should be run through. And that bell towers were meant to be built one brick higher. We are Boilermakers.